Buying a home is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. Today, we're going to be sitting down in one of my newest listings with one of Central Florida's most premier building inspectors to learn more on how you can best protect your most prized investment, your home. So I'm joined by President of Central Florida Building Inspectors, JT Edgren. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I've had the opportunity to work with every building inspector and home inspector you could possibly imagine, but there's a reason that I've used you now for quite a long time. Can you share a little bit about what you guys do differently than everybody else?
Experience is the biggest thing, right? Like, you don't know that you have a bad inspection until it's too late. So with us, we've been around forever. We've been here since 1988. I've been doing it for over 20 years, and I've built up a great team. We send all of our inspectors through an in-depth training process. They've inspected over 100 different types of properties throughout their training period. And so you know that you're going to get somebody that's trained, that knows what they're doing, and that you're going to get the same quality of inspection depending, no matter if it's John or James or whoever goes out there. We use a cutting edge report system, so it actually identifies the small issues, the big issues. We do the identification of it, but it lists everything out in color coding, so it's green, orange, red, and the red items are usually the bigger concerns, the electrical concerns, the safety hazards, the things that you would want to get fixed immediately. And then every house is going to come with its own list of like to-dos, right? Like honey-do list items. It's our job to come in and identify the problems, and we say, hey, there's an issue with the fireplace, or there's an issue here. It's up to the professional though to come in and say, it's going to be about $2,000, right?
You brought a tool with us that can show and demonstrate in a non-invasive way on checking for water, because it is such a interesting and important feature here to inspect. Why don't we dive in and you show us an example of how that works?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Awesome. So one of the things that I love about you guys is you use technology that really sheds light, no pun intended, on the homes that are getting inspected. Talk to us a little bit about this device and what its function is and why you use it on every single inspection.
Yeah, definitely. So it's invaluable. It's a FLIR thermal imaging camera. So as you can see in the camera view right now, we can actually see inside the wall system where the furring strips are, and the insulation is there, so it's good. We also scan the ceilings for any water leaks and issues. If there was a roof leak going on, it'll actually show a cooler impression, and you'll be able to see the water line around there, even though you may not be able to see a stain on the ceiling.
So obviously we're in Florida and it is hot. And one of the most important things that you can inspect and you want to make sure, which is a big ticket item, are the air conditioning systems.
There's maintenance that goes into it. Your system is running so hard throughout the day, throughout summer. It can't just be left alone, right? So making sure that your filters are changed, number one, checking them every 30 days, especially if it's a high active environment. A lot of people have dogs, cats, that type of kids. You have to check your filters.
So JT, last question I have for you. A lot of people may not even know what this is. However, you and I both know how important it is. What is a WDO, and why should buyers hire you to conduct that in their inspections?
So WDO stands for a wood destroying organism. And what we do is we do an inspection. Essentially it boils down to a termite inspection. So it's an additional inspection, and it involves additional steps on top of the home inspection, right? So they pair up really well together because our home inspectors are trained to find issues. So if we can train them efficiently on identifying termites and termite damage, it pairs so well, right? Because they're already in there, they're looking under sinks, they're checking in the attic, they're probing the outside for wood rot. So all of our guys are licensed for termite inspections, and we recommend it on any existing property.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, JT, thank you so much for your time today. It's been such an informative experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
This has been an incredible day. Hopefully you learned something new from today's segment. I've got to sell this place, but before I do, be sure to tune into our next episode. I'm your host, Harif Hazera, and I'll see you on the next one.